Alright, I still don't fully understand why I get this tightness in my appendix area. It still comes and goes. It mostly comes, and it's just an annoying tightness that gets in there. I push on it and it relieves, so it's so strange. I can't decide if it's an infection or if a constipation of some kind. It's a real bothersome issue though, and it has me concerned. I don't want it at all. I think that it extends between the appendix and the gallbladder. I think they're both problems. The gallbladder was a real problem before, and it's always been a problem, but then it's extended to the appendix after like last year when I overconsumed that cereal, and then it seemed like I just something exploded, something just got stretched out too much. So in an effort to find relief, I thought I hit that. I bought this book. A book that I bought over a decade ago. That it has like an update version. So the original was in '96, and this one's 2016. And just see if I can show that. Encyclopedia of Herbal Medicine. And I'm taking another look at it, because that's what inspired me to really research herbs. And I had the book, the hardcover book, the big hardcover book, and I flipped through those pages a lot, just learning about the herbs and stuff. It's what originally taught me about the phytochemicals and what herbs can manipulate your hormones, like increase testosterone, like similar in more mild ways to steroids. And that's what really got my attention. First it was hallucinogens. I was interested in the legal mild hallucinogens. Then it turned to the testosterone in ways to manipulate. And I found that it really does work. You know, you take the clovers, they'll kill your sex drive, and then ginseng will blow it up, and it can be pretty powerful, and you know, you can manipulate your hormones with plants. And I don't know how much that has injured me. It's hard to say, but it's been pretty strong. I remember when I was really messing around with the testosterone stuff, I felt like my hands are going numb. So there were side effects to that. So after I moved out of my house, I had to dump the book, because living in my car, it's too much weight. I also want to get that face reading. I kind of want to get that face reading book back. I was like, this book costs $20. A face reading book might be cheaper too. But it's kind of neat. I got it through Google Play. But it's reintroduced me to some herbs that I've been chastising in my head, of course, saying that they're no good. Like I turned back to Italian seasoning with the sage. I was actually turning away from sage for a while because I was thinking it's toxic, but looking back in this book now, it's not mentioning any toxicity. I need to take another look, but it's definitely talking about how it can help the gut. So I'm turning back to sage. I'm gonna bring sage back into my life. I actually grew a sage plant on my property at my house, and was nibbling away at the fresh leaves a little bit. They weren't that great. It's supposed to go with chicken, not very good by itself, like a lot of herbs. But I was nibbling on it for the benefits. It increases estrogen, and it's supposed to soothe the gut, which is what I need to do. A lot of I've been focusing on making notes of what's supposed to help my gut. Okay, and I think I decided to include what he had listed for colic, babies get colic, but maybe I have something similar to that. It's not, like a baby, but, babies don't have this type of issue where it's tight around their appendix the whole time, I'm pretty sure. But there's some good ones that I've turned away from. Dill, I want to bring more dill back into my life. I have it in my, see, the problem is too, I can get these herbs, but I got such a mess in my car. I actually cannot find my dill right now. When I want it, I have to really seriously throw things around until I can get to it. It's not like I could just reach on the shelf and grab it. It's something that's really, really buried. So I have to find that. Dill is a good one. Cramp bark I used to try. I turned away from for a little bit. That's going to relax the muscles. Maybe this tightness is a bit of a muscle issue. Lavender. I have lavender. And then sometimes when I'm not looking for it, I find it. So I want to make a tea out of this lavender. Keep it on top somewhere so I don't lose it so easily. I lose these things. I throw them around. I don't know where they are. Cardamom. I have cardamom. I don't know where that is. Calendula. I had it, but I never really consumed it much because I was kind of scared of it. But now I'm going to be less scared because it's supposed to be good for gastritis. Eggplant I bought. It's not that great by itself, but maybe it could be mixed with something. A meat. I could eat it. I could eat it raw, maybe with a meat of some kind. It's not that great by itself. Lemon balm I turned away from. I think I need to bring that back. And there was a tea with lemon balm. Oh yeah, I just got a tea with a little lemon balm in it. I actually bought some extra. Nettle leaf was not part of it. The others are sweet flag, which I've chewed on before. That's pretty good, but that's really rare to find in stores. They don't sell it much. Valerian, I turned away from it because it is said to be toxic. And actually, Andrew Chevalier doesn't even mention the toxicity, but it is slightly toxic. But I think if it's for colic, I think I should consider it more seriously. I've picked it in the wild in Wisconsin and eaten it fresh, right after picking it. And then peppermint, which I had peppermint last night, and I think that's part of the reason why I was feeling tightness. But I don't know, because I got mild tightness right now. All right, and I'm constantly, when it gets tight, I push on it, and then the tightness goes away, and my skin, the area, is so sore for me pushing on it, but the tightness keeps coming back. I don't know how to control this. I hate this feeling. I'm thinking if I could lay down more often and stretch my gut out better, because when I want to kind of stretch out my gut, I'm just laying on my knees on the seat facing the back. I'm not really able to stretch out the way I want.